of aspects of human behavior that are not accounted for by conventional theory. And the first one, both temporally and in the book, is in fact the endowment effect. So why don't you tell us about the endowment effect?
So let me tell you how I first discovered what I later came to call the endowment effect. My PhD thesis was on a topic that sounds funny, or not funny, but odd, the value of a life. And this wasn't a philosophical, this was an economics problem. And it's a problem that all governments have to deal with. We can make things safer, we can make highways safer, we can lower the speed limit, we can do all kinds of things to reduce the chance you're going to die. How much should we be willing to spend on that? And we don't want to spend all our money on that. So we need a number. And so that was what my thesis was about, and it was a very straight econometrics exercise, estimating how much you had to pay people to get them to take risky jobs, like in logging or coal mining or window washing on skyscrapers. But while I was working on that, sort of as a break from writing Fortran code, I decided I'd ask a question. So I asked the following question. Suppose by attending this lecture today, you've been exposed to a rare fatal disease, and there's a 1 in 1,000 chance you're going to drop dead next week, quick and painless death, not to worry. We have one cure. It's in this glass right here, and we'll sell it to the highest bidder. How much will you pay? Okay, that's question one. Question two is, Stanford is running some studies on that same disease, and they need volunteers for an experiment. All you have to do is walk into a room and expose yourself to 1 in 1,000 risk of death. There will be no cure available. What would you have to be paid to participate in that experiment? Now, according to economic theory, the answers to those questions should be approximately the same. And the responses I got were wildly different. So someone would say, oh, I'd pay $5,000 for that cure, but I wouldn't do that experiment for $500,000. So orders of magnitude difference. And then I started lowering the stakes. And, suppose you have, somebody offers you 2 tickets to one of the Warriors playoffs games. And let's say the market price for those tickets is $1,000 each. Would you be willing to pay $1,000 to get those tickets? Probably not. Would you sell them for $1,000? Probably not. Okay, well, that's the endowment effect. And what it implies is a kind of status quo bias, that if somebody gives us the tickets, we'll go, but if they don't give us the tickets, we won't go. And, here, Econ 101 quiz question.